Have you ever felt overwhelmed by your emotions? Well, today we're diving into a topic that's not just vital but often overlooked: self-compassion and self-soothing techniques. In a world that moves at lightning speed, it's all too common to feel swept away by our emotions, especially when they're triggered. But here's the game changer. Self-compassion and self-soothing techniques can help you navigate these emotional rapids with more ease. They're the life rafts to your emotional well-being, helping you stay afloat even in the stormiest of seas. You see, self-compassion is about being kind to yourself, understanding that it's okay to feel what you're feeling. Meanwhile, self-soothing techniques allow you to calm yourself down, to manage stress when you're feeling overwhelmed or triggered. And the best part, you hold the key to rewriting that story. Let's talk about triggers. They're not merely irritations, they're catalysts, igniting profound emotional or psychological responses. Triggers are deeply rooted in our psyche and are often linked to past experiences or traumas that have left a significant impact on our lives. Think of triggers as buttons that, when pushed, set off an emotional reaction. Internally, these buttons can be memories that bring back the pain of past experiences. They can be emotions that leave you feeling anxious or overwhelmed, bodily sensations that cause discomfort, or negative thoughts that fuel self-doubt. These internal triggers are often deeply personal and can be difficult to identify because they exist within our own minds and bodies. But triggers don't just exist within us. The outside world can also set them off. These external triggers can be places that remind us of past trauma, people who evoke negative emotions, sounds or smells that bring back unwanted memories, objects associated with painful experiences, or media that contains triggering content. Whether internal or external, triggers can unleash a wave of feelings like shame, anger, anxiety, or even grief. These responses aren't just uncomfortable, they're often powerful enough to disrupt our daily lives. They can lead to emotional breakdowns, unhealthy behavior, or even panic attacks if not managed effectively. So how do we manage triggers? The first step is understanding them. Recognizing your triggers is crucial. It's about developing a sense of self-awareness, understanding what sets off your emotional reactions, and acknowledging these triggers without judgment. It's about saying, okay, this is a trigger for me. Once we've identified our triggers, we can start developing strategies for dealing with them. This could involve strategies like self-soothing techniques, seeking professional help, or simply removing ourselves from triggering situations when possible. Remember, it's okay to feel triggered. It's a normal part of human experience. But it's also important to remember that we don't have to be at the mercy of our triggers. We have the power to understand them, to manage them, and to navigate through the emotional waves they create. Triggers can be understood and managed. By recognizing our triggers and developing healthy coping mechanisms, we can navigate these challenges with greater ease. Now let's delve into self-soothing techniques, healthy ways to calm yourself down when you're feeling overwhelmed or triggered. First up, we have deep breathing. This age-old technique is simple yet incredibly effective. Just take a slow, deep breath through your nose, hold it for a moment, and then slowly exhale through your mouth. Deep breathing can activate the body's parasympathetic nervous system, promoting relaxation and reducing stress. Next, we have body movement. Whether it's a gentle stretch, a brisk walk around the block, or a light yoga session, moving your body can do wonders for releasing pent-up tension. So the next time you're feeling a bit overwhelmed, try to get up and get moving. Then there's positive self-talk. This isn't about ignoring your problems or pretending everything is fine when it's not. It's about challenging those negative thoughts that creep in and replacing them with positive affirmations. Phrases like, "I'm okay," "I can handle this," or my personal favorite, "I am safe," can be a real game changer in the heat of the moment. Journaling is another powerful self-soothing technique. By writing down your thoughts and feelings, you can gain a new perspective and begin to understand what's really going on beneath the surface. Remember, this isn't about judging or criticizing yourself. It's about being honest and compassionate with yourself. Music and sound therapy can also be incredibly soothing. Whether it's calming classical music, the sound of waves crashing on a beach, or even meditation music with binaural beats, can help immensely. Listening to relaxing sounds can help you ground yourself and focus on positive outcomes. Gratitude practice is another great way to shift your focus from the negative to the positive. By taking a moment to appreciate the good things in your life, you can help to alleviate feelings of stress and anxiety. Gratitude doesn't have to be anything big. Even something as simple as a warm cup of tea or a beautiful sunset can be enough to bring a smile to your face. Mirror work is a slightly more advanced technique, but it can be incredibly powerful. It's often associated with Louise Hay. She popularized the practice of looking into a mirror and affirming positive statements to oneself as a way to promote self-love, self-acceptance, and personal growth. So, stand in front of a mirror, look yourself in the eye, and repeat positive affirmations or mantras. This can help to boost your confidence and may reduce anxious thoughts. Speaking of warm cups of tea, don't underestimate the power of a soothing beverage. Whether it's a cup of chamomile tea, a warm glass of milk, or even just a mug of hot water with lemon, sipping on a warm drink can be incredibly calming. Doing something you love is another great way to self-soothe. Whether it's painting, playing an instrument, or even just reading a good book, getting lost in an activity you enjoy can help to distract from negative thoughts and feelings. Finally, don't be afraid to combine techniques. You might find that deep breathing works well with journaling, or that light stretching is even more effective when paired with calming music. Don't be afraid to experiment and find what works best for you. Self-compassion and self-soothing are not just about managing your triggers and calming yourself down. They're about understanding yourself on a deeper level, about acknowledging your emotions rather than brushing them aside. They're about treating yourself with kindness, even when you stumble or fall. They're about giving yourself the same patience, understanding, and love that you'd offer to a dear friend. When you practice self-compassion, it's like you're saying to yourself, it's okay, you're human, you're allowed to make mistakes, you're allowed to feel, you're allowed to be you. It's about recognizing that you too deserve compassion, care, and love. It's about refusing to be your own harshest critic and instead becoming your own best supporter. Self-soothing techniques are tools you can use to calm yourself down when you're feeling overwhelmed or triggered. They're like a personal first aid kit, ready to help you navigate through emotional storms. They're simple, yet powerful practices that can make a world of difference in your mental and emotional well-being. These techniques, from deep breathing and body movement to positive self-talk and journaling, are not just band-aids for emotional wounds. They're tools that can help you heal, grow, and go in deeper into yourself. They're ways for you to take care of your mind and heart, to nurture your inner peace and happiness. As we wrap up, I encourage you to try to practice these self-compassion and self-soothing techniques. Start small if you need to. Let it be your anchor, your lifeline in times of emotional turmoil. Then, as you become comfortable, explore other techniques. Find what resonates with you, what helps you the most. Remember, it's not about perfection. It's not about never feeling upset or overwhelmed again. It's about learning to navigate through these emotions with grace and compassion. It's about giving yourself permission to feel, to heal, to be human. Keep in mind, you hold the key to rewrite your emotional narrative. Start using it today. For more informative content, like and subscribe.